Hello and welcome back to what's another episode of Making the Van. First we did the driver's side. We started to painting it with white primer. For the next step where we are going to paint the lower section with a darker grey. That is going to match the car original bumpers and the grey areas. I have only this clip where I'm going to paint this side with white primer, and I forgot to film the other side and the back side of the car where I was using the white primer. Here I started to use the grey color for the lower section of the van, and I'm planning to use this color to match the bumper color, but as you can see it's too light and it just didn't match. So I'm going to use later on a little bit darker grey, and I'm going to make maybe new episode where I'm going to show at the aftermath how it came, because I forgot to film that as well. Hopefully I had help and I didn't need to do all the painting myself. After we did get painted on this side, we moved on the right side of the van, and here I'm applying a little bit more on the same grey paint, and now I'm going to just paint a passenger side door. It was real horrible job because there was so many dents on the door and I did need to use like maybe half a kilo of filler on that door. And after that we did move on the back door, just applying the same grey paint here. And we started to paint first the register plate side door and move on the right side. I mean the driver's side lower panels. Sadly, I really forgot to film whole welding job on the both sides of the car. There was at least 11 places that I needed to use welding. So yeah, we don't have any recorded materials of the weldings, but I can maybe make a sort from those spots. Here I'm painting the driver's side door, but what really happened, like maybe one day after, I just did cut the whole downside out of the door and just weld a new door, like the bottom part on it. So yeah, there is the new metal part on that as well. After the first painting was done, I started to tape the door handles and the magnetic spots from the backside doors and all edge, and after that I just started to apply the red color to see if it's going to match color of clay. I did go for a clay color. I did want to as natural as possible color. It should be more like orange, brown, red mix that is going to dry as matte or a semi-gloss surface. And here I was a little bit skeptical because it's really bright red and it's not the color I really wanted to paint on this car. And one of the reasons why I did choose this specific red color is because I'm going with this build as low budget as possible, and this did cost like maybe 1 liter only like 10 euros, so it's pretty cheap. After painting the back doors, I started to using a spray can again and just paint all the edge and the door insides and all edges that is going to be visible under the interior and the exterior. Sorry about that air compressor that is screaming on the back of this video's audio, but I'm going to make it as low as possible without removing it. First I started to paint the whole car with the roller, so I wanted to see if the roller is the way to go to match the surface. That's what I was thinking on the first place. There was little small spots that the roller didn't fit, so I did use a brush cover all those small spots, and after that I just move on with roller. Time to drink some water. And here I was minding on my own business, and I really just forgot I did hold the paint on my left hand while I was painting. And yeah, that's what you get. I did drop like whole red line on the side of the car, and it dripped to the wheel as well, and now I have one wheel almost red. I tried to clean it from the red color, but it just didn't come off as I hoped it would. But yeah, maybe we need to use some kind of rubber paint to cover that one tire so it just doesn't stick on the eye because it's so red. It's almost like glowing, not in the dark, but maybe on the sunlight, if you can say it like that. I realized I started to paint the side of this car without taping any plastic parts or the window or sides. And after the first accident, I just realized it's much better to tape those places so I didn't accidentally paint them red. If you watched the whole video, leave the comment and like or dislike if you didn't like the video. But I hope you leave a comment and say what you want to see on the next time, what I could make better. If you have filming or audio or mic tips, let me know on the comments. See you on the next video where I'm going to match the interior.